Hello guys, and welcome to Accurate Pips. Welcome to this week's analysis. And today we'll be looking at GBP USD. If this is your first time here on Accurate Pips channel, do well to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn on the bell notification icon. If you have not also watched our full True SMC trading course, then do well to go to the playlist session, click on the playlist and look for the folder or the playlist entitled True SMC Trading. This year we'll be releasing True SMC Trading 2.0. So do well to watch the 1.0 before we start the 2.0. You can also join all our social media handles. I will leave the link to each of the social media handles in the description of this video. All right. So first of all, we have to look at the monthly time frame. Always analyze your chart from the bigger time frame down to the lower time frame. So I always start with the monthly time frame. I want to see what the month is telling me. Then after that, I look at the weekly, I look at the daily, the H4, and then I move to 15 minutes, which is the time frame I use to trade on what daily basis. So first of all, let's look at the monthly time frame. So let's go to the monthly time frame. So this is the monthly time frame. To make everything simple, I've already done the analysis. I placed the charts on the Telegram channel, and I don't want to make this video very long. So I'm just going to load the analysis onto the chart, and then I'll explain what I analyzed. Okay. So let's go to the monthly time frame. Let me check that. So last year I told you that GU was in a bearish trend overall on the monthly time frame, and we were currently on the decisional OB, but I told you that the likelihood that the decisional OB is going to be violated is high. Why? Because though we rejected at the decisional OB on the monthly time frame, market is not able to push down, and we could see market reversing from this single candle order block here. So I'm expecting market to push up above this level and probably reach the extreme. If not, if price decide to react from this single candle order block that formed after tapping into the decisional OB, then it means that we are going to be seeing the continuation towards the down. Okay, so it's two scenarios here. We could see a break above the decisional OB, which means that we'll be targeting the extreme OB. Remember, in True SMC, we learned that we always deal with what two types of zones. That is the decisional OB and then the extreme POI. So if the decisional POI fails, then that means we should be targeting the extreme POI. For now, the decisional has not failed yet, but as I said, looking at the whole picture here, the probability that the decisional OB is going to be violated is also very high. So let's keep an eye on this. The reason why I'm saying this, when we get to the H4 time frame, you see why I'm saying that the probability that the decisional OB on the monthly time frame is going to be violated is high. All right, so this is my take on what on the monthly time frame. As you can see, we are still hot, very bearish, because we are breaking structure. The last structure we break was towards the down. Okay, so we are still in a downtrend on the monthly time frame on GU. All right, remember, price is controlled by time. Okay, and a whole lot of things goes on with time because fundamentals are there, technicals are there, the institutional activities are also there. This is why we are trying to trade like the institutions, okay, by locating these key points in the market that we can trade off. All right, so let's move to the weekly time frame and let's see. So here, when we come to the weekly time frame, this is how the monthly analysis looks on the weekly time frame, and you can see the weekly time frame taps into this single candle order block over here, and then pushing towards this monthly decisional OB. As I said, on the weekly time frame, there is no obstruction here. So the probability that weekly movement can go through this decisional OB is high. This was why I was saying it's likely this OB or POI is going to be what, going to be violated. Now let's look at the weekly analysis itself. Okay, so based on the weekly analysis, this is what we are looking at. Let me turn off the monthly analysis. Okay, so I think I explained this to you guys in December. This weekly analysis, I explained it to you guys in December, that during the time I took my last trade in December. Sorry. And I told you these are internal structures we are trading. This is the decisional OB on weekly hood, which has already failed. Okay. And then we are pushing up. Now, when the decisional OB fails, it means we are targeting the extreme. So I told you guys that to target the extreme, you can still continue trading against the trend, but it means you have to trade based on what? Internal structures. Okay. So based on the internal structure, you could see price can tap into the single candle order block, okay, which is a decisional OB in terms of internal structure. So if price violates this, then this is the extreme OB that we are looking at. And if price violates that, then the likelihood that we are going to go below here and continue with the downtrend is also high. Okay. Now, what I'm expecting now is that price will continue the movement. So this area now is serving as what? An area of what? Liquidity. Though I know some people will be drawing trend lines here, waiting to sell when price gets here. Okay. The traditional technical analysis guys will be looking to what? To sell when price gets here. No problem. We are cool. Okay. If we see any kind of selling opportunity after taking liquidity here, if maybe there is a formation of single candle, there is a sweep of liquidity, we can also short. But remember, when you are taking a sell currently, you should take it on a short term, all right, because we are still walking towards the extreme. We will only go full long-term sell if we get to the extreme OB. Okay. All right. So that is my bias also on weekly. I still see price pushing up. So currently I'm looking at the price action going on here. Okay. If, as you can see, this current candle has swept the low of this guy. If this candle closes above, I'll mark this as a single candle order block on the weekly. So that is, I'm looking at this week. If this week candle closes above this guy, then next week I'm going to mark this area as a single candle order block, which I'll expect price to tap back into before we continue with the buy on the weekly time frame. So that is it on the weekly time frame. So now let's go to the daily time frame and see what price is doing on the daily time frame. All right, so this is the daily time frame. Before I hide the analysis on the weekly time frame, this is how the weekly time frame combined with the daily time frame looks like. So sorry, on the daily time frame, we have some hidden zones here that price is looking to push back and tap on. All right, on the I didn't change the time frame. Sorry. So let's go to the daily time frame. I'm still on the weekly time frame. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. There is a hidden zone here, all right, which was formed by this single candle order block. And we have equal lows here, which is giving us liquidity. So I'm expecting price to take out this liquidity, tap into this um uh zone over here, and then we push up. Otherwise, I'm expecting price to take any of these internal liquidities before we push up. Liquidity swept here already, and then created another liquidity here, left liquidity here. So I'm expecting price to take that liquidity also, and then we move towards this trend line liquidity. Okay, towards the trend line liquidity over there. All right. So now daily also is approaching weekly extreme. Okay, so now let me take off the weekly charts. Good. Let's work with the daily. So daily also violated its decisional OB over here. Okay, as you can see, the decisional OB has been violated, and we have been trading off the internal structure over here on the daily time frame. So that is why I'm expecting price to push down. Okay, price to push down into this zone here. Let me name it well. That is the single candle order block. All right, but here I'm using the tail end because it's a bit longer, and you know when we have a longer tail, it serves as an imbalance as well. So that is what I'm looking at. Looking at the fact that the imbalance at the top here has already been filled, I'll use the tail end as my zone. So it's two things: either price comes back, taps here, or price breaks above, and we continue with the bullish movement. Now you can wait on H4 to do confirmation on H4, then you take a buy, or you can wait for 15-minute confirmation and then you take a buy. But now let's look at, if you look at both weekly and daily and monthly, they are all telling us we are heavily bearish on GU overall. Listen, overall. But currently we are doing a pullback on GU. Okay. Currently, we are on a pullback, but if this pullback end up taking this high, then we have structurally changed character on GU, and that means that we are going to start to look for hot buys long term on GU. So keep that in mind, and let's see what happens. All right. So now let's go to H4. That is it on daily. Now remember, if this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the bell notification icon and also hit the like button. Share this video with others, and also keep in mind that through SMC 2.0 is happening this year. All right, the actual date will be fixed later on and the flyer will be out. So keep in mind to join all the Telegram page, WhatsApp channel, and all our social media handles. The links are in the description of this video. Okay, so let's go to H4. Let's see. So before I hide that of daily, let's look at how H4 combines with the daily time frame. So as you can see, H4 is also doing bullish movement now. So H4 is going towards the daily extreme zone POI there. So now let me hide the daily, and also the probability that H4 can come into the daily single candle order block is also what I remember what I show you on the daily time frame. So the probabilities are high. Now price taps in here. Let me hide daily so we can get this chart clear. So let me zoom this up. See, hide this guy. All right. Okay, so I'm expecting the H4 candle. Okay. I'm expecting this H4 candle over here to tap into this hidden zone we have over here. Sorry, we have over us. Let me change the time frame to H4. Sorry guys, so that you can see well. Okay, good. So this is the zone I'm talking about. It's a single candle order block. Normally I call them hidden zones. Okay, it's a single candle order block. As you can see, this candle closes above after this guy swept all this internal liquidity. All right, this candle closes above. So what I'm expecting is that price will come tap into let me go back and turn this guy on, turn the polygon on. Okay, I want this back to its original position. So sorry, guys. Okay, so I think that is it. Yeah. So let's go back now to H4. All right. So this is H4. Now H4 overall is bullish. Okay. H4 overall is bullish. So that's why I put here structural change of character. If we break below this, then we are changing character structurally on H4. But if we go above, then that means we are breaking structure, which means we are continuing with what the bullish trend. So by structure marking, GU is bullish on H4. This is why I'm saying we are going to be looking for what buying opportunities on GU on H4 and 15 minutes, because when we go down, you realize that 15 minutes also aligns with that of what of H4. Now, anytime 15 minutes aligns with H4, it means you have to what you have to trade in the direction of what H4 at that moment. Okay. All right. So now what we'll be looking at when price stops in here, we are going to go to 15 minutes and then look for the zone in which price is tapping. Okay, we can refine the zones down on 15 minutes, and then guys 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes to make our entry when price reacts to our zones. Okay, now remember, we are trading, but we are patient before we take trades. Why? Because we need all our confluences in place before taking trades. So I'm explaining these things to you guys so that even if I'm not online and price gets to the zones, you'll be able to make your entries. Okay. All right. So that is H4. I'm expecting price to not just this week. I'm not sure price will reach that level. That is the daily extreme. I'm not sure price will reach there this week, but we still have some days or weeks ahead of us for price to reach there. But we'll continue buying GU until we see an obvious change in trend, okay, on GU. All right, so let's look at the last time frame and then we'll end this review for this week. And the last time frame we'll be looking at is the 15 minutes. So let me go down to the 15 minutes. Okay, so I left the H4 analysis on. Let me turn on the 15-minute analysis before I turn off the H4 analysis. Okay, so as you can see here, you can see that the 15-minute order flow, okay, the 15-minute order flow and the H4 order block are in alignment. Now, why am I using the 15-minute order flow? Okay, because it is unmitigated. And remember, order flow is the main this thing we are looking at, and order block is just a refinement of the order flow. So if the order flow is unmitigated on the lower time frame, you go for the order flow. But if it is mitigated and there is an unmitigated order block in the order flow, then you can go with the order block. But mostly once the order flow is mitigated, it's best you look out for another order flow. Okay, so now let me take off the and there is liquidity above here, that's equal high, so we'll be looking to go up. That's our bias, and as you can see, we are breaking structure above, so 15 minutes is also heavily bullish, though it is currently kind of by traditional price action, we'll say ranging. It's currently doing some form of ranging, but it's normal for it to behave that way. As you know, we are in the early stages of the year. Okay, so let me turn off H4 analysis now. So we are left with the 15 minutes. So currently, this is what I'm looking at, and I'm expecting price to move in this way on 15 minutes. So I drop all the charts on the Telegram page for you guys. I'm just explaining these things so that you guys can get the explanation to each and every analysis that I drop on the page. So do well to watch this video to get understanding to all these things that I've explained. If you have any question, drop it on the Telegram page. As you always know, I'll come and I'll answer you on the page. If not, you can personally message me using my handles in the description of the video. Until we meet in the next video, have a nice trading week.